Hello everybody from my garden today. I'm super excited. You guys know I love to be in my kitchen and I love cooking. It's my favorite, but this is actually my second favorite place to be. I come out every day like 7 a.m. with my cup of coffee and I just do my walkthrough, check the bugs, do the weeds, pick my good. Today, of course, I got Abs behind the camera, so I have Rocky and Tracker running around here today. So if you see them in the background, they love coming over to visit. And of course, I got my Pep over there, and he's eating his veggies, so he'll be fine. So I wanted to show you today, you can pick something out of your garden. And even though we're getting to the end of the gardening season for summer, I still have some things that I'm able to cook. I have a ton of eggplant, I have tomatoes, I have green beans. So all of these things I could just go out and pick, and I can cook them up for you. So I want to show you my eggplants. If you guys want to take a walk with me in the garden, I'll be happy to show you. And of course, we have to show them this. That's from Abby. That's my little sign. So Josh made the garden. We made it together, actually. But these are my beautiful eggplants. And every time you see a blossom like this, you know you're going to get another one. So as you see, they're all over the place. So this eggplant will continue to grow all the way into September. And if you move down here, Abs, we can show them how many I have. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's another one right here. And I'm just, you like that, Rock?
Okay.
He's fine, he's fine. So I'm gonna pick one off and I'm gonna cook it for you guys today. Let me see which, oh, this one feels nice and soft. So I'm just gonna clip it off. And I've been bringing him to work, and then I'm gonna show you guys. You can come on in. This is my herb garden right here. I've got all my rosemary and oregano. I've got basil, thyme, you name it. I've got pepper plants. Look at the pepper plants.
You got a pit bull.
I got a pit bull growing. I got a pit bull growing. Yay! I got peppers. And we are at the end of the tomato season. As you see now, they're almost down to just spines. You keep picking off all the excess just so that it keeps the bugs away. But you know, these are coming out this weekend and we're gonna be planting, it's time to plant for our fall crop. So, you know, I've got corn over there, I've got butternut squash and all that good kind of stuff. I am just going to take a little bit of basil here, pick it off. I've actually got a couple strawberries coming. And I'm going to just take a little bit of oregano. And these are the two things that we're just going to use for today. Come on, Rock. Get out of the cornfield. Come on. All right, so I've got enough. I could use some cherry tomatoes to put them in. We've got a basset hound looking out and a pig over there. Yeah, we've got it all going on. All right, let's get out of this hot sun. We're going to cook up this eggplant, and I'm going to show you how to make a great dish with this. Herbs down. So I've got my eggplant and I can tell that it's ready because it's kind of soft, and even though it looks really shiny on the outside, it's kind of got like a matte feel to it, so that's how you know that it's ready. And it doesn't have, people like to get them this big, they think that's the best, but it's really not because it's loaded with seeds, and this is going to be loaded more with the meat of the eggplant in it. So this, I've been having my eye on this one all week just so I could use it for the video. I also have here a head of garlic, which I grew in the garden, and I cured it in my garage, let it hang for a few weeks, and I cleaned it off, and this is what we get. It's just like the garlic that you get in the store. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put these little burners on. I'm not really that used to them here. Okay, let me.
Come here.
Come on. Come on. We should have got some dog treats. Will they eat the veggies? Okay, so with my vegetables, the good thing is they're organic. I don't use any insecticides. I don't use any sprays, anything like that. You can literally take the tomatoes out of my garden and you could go ahead and you could eat them. So we're just gonna take the end off of this eggplant. Now, if Peppy was here, he would eat that. And I'm gonna take this end off.
He's in the zone back there.
Well, he's eating lots of veggies. I am gonna cut it up for him anyway. Okay, So here, see how we're left with just a tiny bit of seeds, which is nice because this is going to be a nice, dense, and meaty eggplant. So what I want to do, so I have this going, and I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and we're basically going to make like an eggplant parm today, but it's maybe not going to be parmed. It's not going to have the breading on it, the heavy, thick breading. We're just going to saute this in a pan with salt and pepper, put some fresh tomatoes on it, and then we're going to put a little bit of mozzarella, fresh mozzarella, and let it melt, and we're going to eat it. And I brought some plates for you too. So the best way we're going to do is we're going to slice these just like this into probably 1/2 inch pieces. Now, if you wanted, this could probably feed your whole family because you could give, your family like, 2 pieces of this with a side dish and a salad. I'm just going to cut enough today to make for Abby and I. I'm going to show her this. So I'm just going to cut these few pieces. Look how pretty this eggplant is. You could salt and pepper it now, and that will keep it from going brown. But I'm going to try and get this pan going here. Yep, getting hot. So I'm just going to go and saute them up in this pan. Fit them all in. And we're going to do a little pepper on them for seasoning. And a little bit of salt. And that's pretty much all we're going to put. Now in this pan, we're going to make the tomato sauce for it. Now, yeah, I could have picked my cherry tomatoes and cut them up and put them in, and that would be a wonderful. Fresh tomatoes have a lot of water in them, so when you go to cook them down, it takes a while. That's why some sauces take a long time to cook them down. So I just went ahead and I got a can of whole peeled tomatoes already, and I'm going to open this up, pop this little top over here. I am going to put a little bit of olive oil in here because I'm going to start my sauce off with garlic, and that's going to be the flavor for us. Rocky, you want to try a piece of eggplant? Okay. So look how beautiful my garlic is. This was the first year that I grew it, so I was really happy with that. It came out so beautiful. I actually just grew it from something like this. You would, oh, here's one. You just take it and you put it into the ground like this, point side down, and in weeks you'll see like little stalks coming up, and then you have garlic. I mean, look at the size of this. It's beautiful. So we're just going to slice it up here. We're going to do a little rough chop, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it right in the pan. I hope these are all turned on because that would be a disaster, wouldn't it? That's what happened at the cooking class. But they are hot, so we are cooking with electric here. Okay. All right, so we see this is starting to go. If you were inside, obviously it would go a lot faster. This is just one of those cooktops that you use, and I have that going. So I'm also going to use my fresh oregano out of the garden, and I'm just going to take it off here. This is just going to give this sauce a little bit of flavor. And we're going to put that in with the garlic, and we've got our basil. And this is what's really going to, just smells so good. We get basil delivered to the restaurant all the time, and there's nothing like fresh basil. This is not how this is grown, actually outside. And actually a lot of my basil grew up back from last year. So it's not known to really be like that type, but if you, in a climate like this, it'll come back. Okay, we're just gonna chop this up. Rough, just a little rough here. And now we're gonna put now that we've got our oil infused in here, so we've got the garlic, can you smell it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just infusing this oil, which is going to go all through these tomatoes. So there we go. We're using these big whole tomatoes, and we're just going to kind of hit them down like this. Stir around. Can you believe? Oh, I got a spoon. Okay. And the only flavoring that's going to go in this sauce is going to be the herbs, and we'll put a little salt in there and a little pepper. We can't get any more fresh than that, huh? I'm gonna let that cook down. Okay, so I'm hoping these are getting hotter here. Eggplant do not take a long time to get done. However, they should be cooking a little faster than this. I've got it on high. It's going as fast as it's going here. Look, Tracker's in the shade. Rocky's in the shade. Because it's hot, guys. It's South Carolina. We're going to put our basil in the sauce. And so now we're just going to let this cook up.
Look at him.
Oh, Track. Come out here. Okay. This is all it takes for the sauce right here. You can't get any more fresher than that. And now I'm just patiently waiting for these to get cooked down a little bit more. Now notice I didn't bread them. If you were going to do like a traditional classic Parmesan, you would have breaded them with the egg and the breadcrumb, and then you would have deep fried them. But I am literally just going to saute these. We're going to put the sauce on, and then we cover it with a piece of mozzarella, and it's just so delicious. And I'm just waiting for this to get hot. The lights are on. You know, when Josh hooked it up before, it got so hot it burned his finger. But now, of course. So, all right. So we have extra eggplant. You would wrap it up, of course, just put it in the refrigerator. It'll stay good for a while. We've got all of our extra stuff over here. I've got my fresh mozzarella right here that we're just going to put on top as soon as this gets cooking. All right, so this is bubbling over here, which is what we want. We just want to cook this down a little bit, make it hot through. You smell that? So simple. A lot of people think that, you know, you have to boil down sauce for hours and hours and hours, but you really don't. You just want to get that water out of it. Come on, guys. I knew I should have made one beforehand, you know, to show you guys, but I'm like, no, it took me literally 2 minutes to make it inside. Okay. You can see it's getting bubbling now, so.
Oh, I hear it.
Yep. Finally. I think this is the burner I took to the seniors place where I go to. And it took the sauce a million years to get hot. So, I don't know. Tomorrow at the restaurant, we have a cooking class for bolognese sauce. So it's going to be our first time using the burners, the new electric burners. Look at them all, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, they're starting to sizzle here, so hopefully, I've got this hair that's blowing in my face here. All right, starting to sizzle. An eggplant cook really super fast. I left the skins on this because it kind of needs it to hold it together. It doesn't have the breading on it to keep it together, so it just has this, but it's sliced thin enough where you don't have to worry about eating skin. That's the first thing people always ask us at the restaurant. Is the skin on? No, we take it off there. Okay, yay, they're starting to cook. So I'm gonna kind of flip them around here. And you just want them to get soft like this. See, that's all. That's all we're looking for. This is like a healthier version of eggplant parm. And this is doing really well. So the boys are like, I've had it. I want to go in. They have a pool there.
And the second they go in, they want to be back out.
I know. Well, that's how Pepe is too. He wants to go in and out all day.
He's just loving life back there.
He is. He's loaded with frozen veggies. You throw him in the grass and he has to go find them, and he's good. Okay. Let me get my fork and taste this. Just make sure it's seasoned enough. It's really good. All right, so we're gonna have wonderful sauce. We're just waiting on the eggplant here. There we go. I'm gonna flip them around. Yay, we're cooking now, guys. Okay, and I'm going to put a little piece of mozzarella on them so that it starts to soften up. Try to get one on this piece here.
I was just thinking that.
How am I going to get one on there? We're going to do it. These are just the sliced mozzarella that you get, you know, in this seal type, you know, package. It's my favorite. I love it. Real easy. I'm gonna get 2 plates for us. Look at my little lemon plates to match my tablecloth. Here. It's nice cooking outside.
Yeah, it is.
And Josh was like, well, you have a flat top over there. I'm like, I'll use this. All right, the sauce is cooking down really good. And if I take a fork and I try my eggplant, it's pretty soft already. So it's pretty much done. Any more, you know? Just this little piece here will move around. We're gonna put the sauce on top. Now I gotta turn the sauce down, it's cooking so much. So when we're gonna put the sauce on top, it's going to melt this cheese. But if you wanted to, if you were cooking this inside and not outside, you could literally take the pan and stick it under the broiler for a minute and it would brown the cheese up, which looks really pretty as well. But we're cooking outside, we're cooking nice and fresh. You could stack it on top of each other, or you could, I'm actually gonna try to rotate this now because these are done, but this one is a little bit now. Okay, you ready to try?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna put it together how it is. All right, so this is nice and soft now. It's definitely ready to, any more it's gonna be mushy.
Yeah.
So we're just going to take it out. We're just gonna put a little sauce down on the plate. Okay. You don't want to give you all that garlic. And then we're going to put an eggplant on top. And then we're going to give you a little bit more sauce on there. And you have a fork here.
Bam.
I know you always have a hard time. Okay, let me get one because I know you have a hard time. So see, as it's getting heated, the cheese is getting nice and soft. So I'm going to put a little bit of sauce down on the bottom. Get a piece of eggplant, and I'm going to put a little more sauce on the top, over the top. Are we ready? Here we go.
Yeah, the cheese is melted now.
Oh yeah, it's nice. Oh, so good. I'm just gonna taste this eggplant from it. How is it? Nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh
It's
wow,
nice
that
and
sauce is
refreshing.
really good. I love eggplant. Good choice.
This is a really lighter,
Yeah.
like a lighter way to do it for the summer. If you don't, I mean, some people don't want all that breading. You know? Some people are have gluten problems. So you don't have the breading. And you just do it like this. Do a little side dish, a little salad out of the garden. And you're ready to go.
Yeah, that's really good.
I love it. Just another way to eat eggplant, you know, instead of the rollatini and all that. So, are the boys ready to say goodbye?
We are.
Thanks for joining me today, guys. It's been fun. It's nice and breezy out here. It's very hot as we're sweating, but it's also we have a nice breeze. So get yourself a garden and pick some stuff out of it. Make some delicious. Look at this sauce. It is so simple. It's so beautiful. I love it. And look at these eggplants. Ooh, we got some good eating.